everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy, and tonight we are going to use the brand new sparkly set of Caran crayons that I picked up. This is the Neocolor II set. They're water soluble, and I am super excited to have this set. I had the little teensy set of 10 and fell in love with them, and I hemmed and hawed for 6 or 7 months before I finally went ahead and just bit the bullet and picked up my set of 84 gorgeous colors. I mean, look at that. This is the swatch that comes with the set. I figured I would go ahead and lay them all down, and then I went ahead also and swatched them for my swatch book. This is what they all look like, all swatched. Each one I swatched dry and then wet, so that I could have a comparison just glancing at this. I don't know how much I'll use this. I know that I use my watercolor ones kind of a lot, but it would be nice to know how they thin out at a glance whilst working with them. So I'm going to set these over here and see how often I use them while we're doing our piece. This guy I'm going to keep in here. And it comes with these mats. Now I have reordered these. I put my set of 10 in here, so there are some dupes, and the duplicates I flipped them so that the black band is on the other side. I should probably do that with this one as well. Its dupe is over here, and then this one is a dupe. It's right here. There's 10 dupes, just so you know. I don't want to go through all that. And then this is how I have my set set up right now. I have the little tin in here for if I need to sharpen anything. I went ahead, and little half pans and full pans will fit in this little tin, and it snaps shut. How handy is that? So I'll have a little watercolor tin to bring with me when I go places. And I cut up the other one to kind of tuck in here until I get more crayons, because I do want to pick up more whites. I only have 2, and I tend to go through those pretty quickly for blending. And then we'll see how I use them, because this is a big set and a lot of gorgeous colors, right? But this is how I have them rainbow. Yellows to oranges, reds into pinks, and down into the different purples, and then it jumps to yellow greens, olives, up into green blue, and then all of our blues up that way. And then down here I moved the cream and the peach into the browns because it makes more sense for me visually. I'll look for them here. I won't look for them up here or in the pinks. And then metallics and whites and all the different grays and blacks that we get. So that's how I have mine set up. You guys can set yours up any way you want. There are no rules, because, you know, art. I'm going to set these guys off to the side because I do tend to work this direction. And I went ahead and drew out this couple lemon wedges with some little leaves around the side, just as a little first time around practice piece, using just the color crayons with no pencil and no other mediums. Where did my sketchbook go? Now I have shown in the unboxing video the different things that you can do. Like, you can use them for light washes. I use them in my sketchbook to do this flower, just to see what they would do. And this is just a set of 10. Some washes on those sketches. And then this bunny is every single color in the set of 10 is in this bunny piece. And I just love all the textures and how cool it came out. So you can use him as, and this is him wearing over here. I should put something in there. And then I tried mushrooms, kind of muddied them up pretty bad because I put down all the color and then tried to wet them on top. And then I put some in here just to make those pop. Yeah, and I did a little doodle of a dragon. Actually, I could put this tissue right here so that he stops smudging. Stop smudging, you silly fool. Alright, so that's those. I did get out a towel, a white towel, to put up here. I like to set the colors I'm using. There's a little watercolor on that side. We'll turn it over so it looks prettier this way. I do like to set the colors I'm using out as I pull them. We're going to go ahead and zoom in. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. And I will try really hard to remember. Let's give this a spin so that you guys have something pretty to look at on that corner and not just, that's so much nicer. Look at that. Alright, I'm going to stop fooling around. But here's where our colors are going to be that I'm using, and here's our piece. Is that up high enough? There we go. Now it's up high enough. Maybe I could set our colors off on this side. There we go. That's all better. Now you can see what I'm doing. I'll set the colors that I'm using over here. Now we're going to go ahead and, this is lemons. It's going to be mostly yellows and greens, but I would like to start out with, what do we want to start with? I'm so excited. And I do have a little cup of water, and I have a couple paintbrushes. Let's see. Now I think that these, I'm going to get out my watercolor brush, my favorite one. This is a Princeton, excuse me, Princeton Neptune round number 8. And then I also grabbed out, this one has a little more snap. It is a Princeton Heritage round number 6. It's more firm. So we have those out to play with, and I have other brushes. If I pull them in, I will let you guys know as I go. Let's start with, should we start with the lemon or should we throw in a little background to start? I just don't know. Let's do the lemon and leaves first. Let's start out with this Sahara yellow because it's so soft and just, I feel like it's a good place to start. And I'm gonna, I don't want to cover the whole thing because these lemon wedges do have bits of sparkle, right? Where they look wet. But we can't always go in with the white on top, right? And yeah, I think this will be a fairly quick piece. I mean, the bunny took me a couple of hours, but I was also using them as a wax pastel and not a watercolor medium. Which you can do. You can use these as a watercolor medium and do a base and then go over the top for like texture. I like texture in my work. Let's do, remembering I don't want to fill in everything. Let's see how it moves around once we get a little layer down. There's the middle of our lemons. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No pun intended. I feel like I'm going to use my softer brush first just to see how they move with a soft watercolor brush. I need a paper towel for blotting. These tea towels are not good for absorbing water. And then just go in and gently smooth around. Ooh, look how pretty. I feel like I should zoom in. I don't know why my voice got weird. I got all excited. Yeah, but that's, look how smooth. Alright, we're probably going to have to go back in with white and pop those whites, right? Make them pop. But that's the joy of these kinds of mediums. You can go in and wet them, and this, I'm wondering if this will like really, ooh, the water got cloudy fast. Lock them in, like lock that color into the paper once it's wet. We'll test that. We'll test it out. And I'm feeling like the rind and the center aren't quite white, but I don't want to do those just yet. But I do want to get that little bit of glow. Let's take some of this pigment here and move it over here. Steal some from here and do the rest of this little rim. And we can cover up where I goofed. Look, we can go in and cover that up because I'm pretty sure this is one of those mediums where you can do that. Super exciting. Maybe we will do a little light pulling of color to soften that. Yeah, oh my gosh, so perfect. Look, that lemon wedge is almost painted itself. Fantastic. And then we're going to go in and do the same thing over here. I'm sorry, it is nighttime. It is evening here, and I have the windows open because it's like 80 degrees outside, and I don't want to breathe AC air all the time. I don't like it. Which other people find to be foolish, but that is my prerogative. Hey woman, hear me roar. Roar. Plus, you know, electric bill. Yeah, and then we'll just kind of sweep across that. That's very satisfying and immediate. It's very immediate. I like that. And it works really well with a soft brush. Okay, so let's go in with a little bit of... I do have reference photos up of lemons, just so that I can get the feel of them. But I do not... This is not a particular reference photo that I copied. I just popped up lemons and made my own little doodle, which I have traced, and it will be available to you guys if you want it. It is in the description down below. And if you are I don't know what I want to do. Let's try canary, because, well, we could try lemon. There's a lemon yellow, but it doesn't look lemony enough to me. Let's see. This one is canary. And then this one is lemon. It looks a little light. We'll try it. Oh, I put that away. I said I was going to leave them over here so that I knew what I was doing. Crazy girl. There we go. Kind of set them right there. There we go. Put our lemon yellow in on the top, on the outside edge here. And these are bumpily, like lemons are bumpy, so I did my lines pretty dark so that you guys could see them. And I don't mind the line art showing through. I kind of like that look. Most of my pieces are a dark ink and then watercolor wash, so you can definitely see a lot of my line work in most of my watercolor pieces. I'm trying to get better, you know, I'm never going to be a purist. That's just not in my nature for watercolors, and I don't feel the need to do that. I'm not going to put my pieces in like juried shows or anything like that I know of. Never say never, right? But there we go. We got a little bright yellow, right? A little bright yellow going on. No, kind of looks green now though. Don't like it. I don't want you to be green, lemon. Let's put you back over here. Let's go over it with this canary. Do you like that better? So the canary over the top of that green. Meh. Meh. Maybe we'll put some water. Maybe if we wet it down a little bit, it'll brighten, perhaps. It's interesting, because in the swatch it doesn't look green to me at all. It's alright. Maybe when we put the green leaves in, it'll look more yellowy. What do you guys think? Yeah, I don't care for that. Although it does look like those little shadowy bits that the lemons get. We'll do that. Little shadowy bits. And then we'll go over the top with some... Now I don't know what bright yellow to use. Yeah, that greened right out. Interesting. Interestinger and interestinger. I wonder what hues are in that lemon yellow to make it turn green on top of other yellows. Gotta be blues in there somewhere, right? There we go. A little bit of shadow work going on. Let's try, this is old yellow. What does that mean? Ooh, this is golden yellow. Got a bit of an orange cast to it. Maybe we'll try old yellow. Let's just straight yellow. Canary yellow. Lemon yellow is a green yellow. No. Dirty. Dirty trick. I should know better because the wrapper does have a bit of a green cast to it. So maybe... Are you old yellow? You're orange yellow. You're yellow, right? Yeah, this is my used yellow. This is what it looks like. And these crayons, so handy, have these little tear-offs right here. Come here. Focus. Thank you. They have these little tabs so you can pop that up and just tear off that piece as you wear your crayon down, which I think is super handy. Sorry. This is pale yellow, which also has green cast to me. And we have golden yellow. Oh, 101. Just yellow. Alright. We'll try it. We'll give it a whirl. This is just, oh, see, yeah, that's so much better. This is just regular yellow. Like colored crayon yellow. It's just yellow, man. Mellow yellow. Yeah, I like that better. More better. Go over that green. Gosh darn green anyways. There we go. And then we'll come in and drop some. Let's drop, oh, my hand was shadowing over the paper. How rude. Let's drop some yellow in here and there, and then go in with the water brush and wet it down and see what happens. See how it moves and if it brightens or fades or lightens or what have you. What do you think, guys? I think that's a good step. Go ahead and put some in all the areas real quick. Leave some spaces, leave some little spaces where there's other colors so they can peep through. You want your other colors to peep through. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm kind of liking how it looks without wetting it down though. You guys think it looks more like a lemon rind, doesn't it? We'll wet this layer a little bit and see what happens. We won't know if we don't play, right? Gotta play to find out what all the tools do and how they mix and blend. I haven't done any of that with these. This is other than my sketchbooks and playing around in there, very loose and free and not really thinking about planning a tutorial or anything like that. So much fun. Also, I like pastels, so using these as strictly a pastel medium, although you're paying for the water soluble factor, is also very satisfying because they're so buttery and light fast. For the most part, these are pretty light fast. They do have a light fast rating on their the swatch sheet that I showed you. There's a light fast rating on this swatch sheet. You just have to be mindful if you're going to sell a piece, you know, and you're worried about that kind of thing. I'm going to leave that one up there because we didn't use this guy yet. We'll set you over there. Let's grab the paintbrush. Like I said, you're going to want to be mindful of which colors you're using and use the ones that are more, because there's so many colors to choose from. You can create a fully light fast piece. I know you can do it. I know you can. Stay away from that green a little bit. Picked it right up and moved it around again. Gosh darn it. Let's stay away from that green. And just dampen and move around those lemony areas. Do we like it better wet? Can't quite tell. What do you guys think? Wish I had real-time feedback. That'd be cool. There? I mean, it's not bad. little chunks floating around though. They're a bit crumbly, if that bothers you. I mean, you can brush it off when you're done. There we go. Turned it green because of the green that's underneath. It picks that green up from underneath and blends it in. Clean our brush really good. Yeah, there's lots of blue in this brush. There we go. That's better. Okay. Got a little water. Try again. Oh, maybe I had blue in my brush. Gosh darn it. I probably didn't clean it well from the last painting I did. It's on the YouTube channel, you guys. I did a little nighttime wintry like landscape. It's not winter at all, but I was just playing with color and throwing things down on the paper and turned it into a wintry landscape. I'm tired of being warm. I don't deal well with the hot weather, like the 90 and above weather. And it has been super warm here like that. Like a lot. A little more water. Brush got a little dry because of it does dry really fast in here. And the warmer your climate, the faster your pigments will dry. If you're using watercolor, the faster your paper will dry. It's been a frustration over the last couple days. There we go. Focus. There we go. Nice. I hope you could see all I was just doing. I was probably out of frame. I was over here, wasn't I? Oh, gosh darn it. Well, we can always do another one, because I traced this, so we can always do another one. I'm wondering, I wonder, I want to do an olivey kind of green, or maybe a chrome for the leaves. Do this moss green. That's pretty. That's chrome. And the moss is right next to it. Moss. I haven't worn them down, so I don't know. This is what it looks like in the crayon. And this is what it looks like on the paper. So pretty close. Like, I mean, it's very close. And it fades out nicely. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So excited. And you can, as well, come right in your water and use your brush and pick up paint off your brush. Right directly off the crayon. You can flick it, you can splatter, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with this stuff. But look at all the color on the paintbrush. Focus on me, thank you. Picked up a substantial amount of color off the tip of that brush. So nice. And then we can come in and really do some delicate line work with this. Ooh, that's good to know. You can get all those delicate lines in. Oh, that is really nice to know. Right, go in and put in some of those direction, those lines that leaves get on them sometimes. Sometimes. I don't know if lemon leaves really get those, but that's what we're going with. Let's get a little more dark color. This gorgeous moss. And just throw it in there. Right there. It's nice. Oh, I dig that. Do you guys dig it? I dig it. We can go on top of it, I believe. Yeah. It crumbled a bit, but that's alright. Get some really dark darks. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Super passionate about these new toys. New toys are fantastic. Toys. Art supplies, I know. Or you can just come in and color the area like this. Color it in. Just block it like we did on the lemon. Clean our brush. Make sure it's nice and clean. There we go. Tiny dollop of water. Dab dab. You don't need a lot of water to move this stuff around either. just the teensiest, like a damp brush is more than enough. You're going to probably get it too wet and move it right off the page. And I am working on watercolor paper, you guys, just so you're aware. It's 140 pound just cold pressed watercolor paper. Nothing fancy. I believe it's Canson or Artist Loft. Just a piece of leftover that I had floating around. I cut them down small like this for practice pieces. They feel less, the paper feels less precious that way to me. See? And you can leave the textures, which is cool on the leaves, or you can blend them right out. You can just get more water and go in and just blend it right out. Pick it up. You can push it around. Do that. And then just go in with a dry brush and pick it up. Wipe your brush, pick that up. And the thirstier your brush, the easier it is to pick up. So you can do a lot of watercolor techniques with these, which is awesome. And keep this light, because it's the top of the leaf. We'll just pull color around. Keep this one light, just kind of pull that color around. Yeah. There we go. See? Pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty. Dig it. Okay. Should we continue on with just coloring and I think we're going to. We're just going to continue on. I don't know why I have a big shadow there. I moved my lights around and stuff, so I'm going to have to reposition again. And then there's a bit of leaf here. That comes over here. Let's get our colors blocked in real quick. Because it can be easier to work that way with stuff like this. Even with watercolor, you can just block in a section like this. There. And we're going to use other greens on top of this for character and variation. Ooh, was that lightning? We've had some fierce lightning storms over the last couple days. Like thunderstorms, but lots and lots of lightning. A lot more than we had last year. Alright, so continue blocking in real quick. Don't need to keep it fancy because we're going to hit it with the water, remember? Ta-da! Looks like a little kid colored it. I got green on my hand. We'll just wipe that out. There we go. Okay. Come in with a damp brush, not wet. And make that color pop. And I'm going to leave some of the textures because I like that. I like all those textures, and leaves are not always smooth. It gives it some character that I enjoy. I'm enjoying this so much. I knew I was going to love these. I knew it. I could tell in my soul. This is so great. I dig it. Okay. See where these two meet? We're going to put some shadow color in there. We're going to put some dark shadows in here and over there. Oh, so great. Dampen that brush again. Fresh dampness. And you can dampen your brush as many times as you feel you need to. Right? This is your painting. You took my line art and you did a little tracing. You don't even have to use these colors. You can make these oranges if you want to. Or they could be purple lemons. It's your world. You can do what you want in your world. You're creating it. Make it your own. Yeah. That pushes it around a little bit. If you put a lot of pigment down, the water really pushes it around on the paper. I feel like if I had a heavier weight paper, it might not do that so much. Or if I had a more expensive watercolor paper like Arches or Hanamula, any 100% cotton paper. I don't know if the Artist Loft watercolor paper is 100% cotton. I actually didn't think to look. There we go. Let's get it in frame. Come on now. There we go. Put this guy down. Super satisfying. I am gonna love doing demos with these. Not only as a watercolor, but also as like a on top of other mediums. I love mixed media so much. Okay, so these are the colors that are in it so far. This one's in it, but it was a green yellow, so I need to, you know, note to self. That yellow is very green. Okay, so what are we gonna do next? Let's do a little bit of, ooh, this one's pretty. Light olive. Light olive, you're going in. Going in hot. And because the leaves for on a lemon tree are not very, actually I don't think they're shaped like this, but it's my sketch. Do what I want. I think they have little ridges and stuff on them, but they're also not very light in color. They're pretty dark in color. And you can put this on nice and heavy if you want to. Nice thick juicy layer. Like that. Really lock it in. And then I think I would like to take some, do I want to do, yeah, I don't really want to do white on it. Maybe we'll use a yellow. Keep it uniform. We'll use some of our yellow on our leaves. There we go. See how they blend? Oh, so nice. They're very creamy. Get this a little lighter right there. Do we dig it? I feel like it needs to be a little bit lighter than that. But that's alright. We'll create a little yellow haze on this. Nothing quite like a yellow haze. I don't know why. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Alright. I dig it. This leaf is underneath these, so I'm gonna let it be a little dark. I'm not gonna fuss with it. I'll put a little bit of light right there, and maybe a little bit of light right here. Grab this one, and I'm going very pastel on these. I'm blending them together. The paper is pretty textured, so it's taking it pretty nice. Pretty nice, pretty nice. This is kind of the underside right here, and then there is a small little flippy part right there. It flips down like that. Yeah. Oh, I do this so much, you guys. Okay. I mean, do I need this light one anywhere else? Maybe a little bit down here. Okay. Let's try a little water, just a skosh, to soften edges and give it a little blend. Is that nice? Do we like it? I am loving this. Loving it! Little yellow glow right there. I dig it. Brighten that one. If you wet the top layer, it looks like it brightens it. Do you see that? Turn that up a bit. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Let's smooth out that stem. Bring this up and in like that. Good. that yellow haze going on, 'cause I like it. Na na na. There we go. Okay, now we need a little bit of darkness. I don't want to use black. Maybe a little green blue color? What are you? Greenish blue. How handy is that? And yes, we're going right in, not even testing it. We're just going to pop it in and see what happens. There's a speck right there. You want to be there? Alright, we'll let you. Sometimes you just gotta let the painting do what it wants to do. Like that. A little bit there. Along this edge. Pretty, 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 pretty. Really make that point pop a bit. See? I love it. I would have no problem, but this, I'm trying to watercolor today, but I would really have no problem leaving all these gorgeous textures. And we may, at the end, we may come back in and build back up some of the textures if we don't fill the tooth paper too much. That is the trick with pastel applications, is to not fill that tooth up too much. Now, let's get this stem, make it push back a little bit. And then maybe under the edge of this guy, this little flippy part right here. Like that. Maybe a little bit right here. How's that? I think that's good. Okay. Now, water, blot, almost dry brush. I feel like I should start down here. I don't know why. I'm not quite sure why. And I'm going to soften this. See, I made it super bright. Woo! Do we like it or do we not? Should we wet the rest? Or should we leave it alone? That's the price you pay. We can soften this brightness of that yellow right there. I don't know if I'm digging that. Maybe if we put a little green on top of it. All of it out a bit. And then blend it. That mutes it a little. That's acceptable. Okay. Maybe just a skosh of blending instead of pushing it all the way through. Or we can put some olive on and mute it. There we go. That mutes it a little bit, throws it back in the shadow, and it's not so bright. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Okay, the blue was a mistake. Learning. This is not watercolor. Now I don't want to do that to all of these because I like how they look right now. So we're not going to do that. See? Artist prerogative. You don't have to continue on if you don't like what happened. Let's take this light olive and kind of add back some more textures down here. Like that. There we go. That poor leaf is all fudged up. It's alright. We're not going to worry about it. Let's put a little bit of shine on our lemon. I think I'm definitely going to have to use white to do that though. Look, shine spots. Like that. And they can be dots and dashes and curves and whole shiny spots. Like that. A couple down here. I feel like I should put this cream in here and then go over that with the white like that. Yeah, I dig that. Okay. So I'm going to put in the cream on the rind. Just kind of loose, scribbly. Maybe a bit in the center here and there. Okay. And then go over that with the white. Kind of blend, pushing pretty hard and blending with that white. I wonder what adding water to this will do. It's all an experiment. I'm taking you guys with me. It's a wild ride, man. It's a wild ride. Ooh, that brightens it right up. Nice. Oops, got a little too much. Got a little crazy. It's alright. Settle down. Slow down. Calm myself. I like it though. There. Do we enjoy that? I think we do. Let's do it on this one. Get in there and do a little light cream action happening. And take our white and go over the top. Like that. Go. Take a little down of water and kind of smooth and blend that. That's nice. Very, very nice. I like it. Okay. Let's do the center. And then I'm going to take just pure white and keep keeping on with these little white highlights to really make it pop. Pretty cool, huh? What do you guys think? It's sticking to the top of the watercolored ones, like the ones we wet down, really well. I'm really digging how it's turning out. Yeah. Okay. And this piece got away from me a little bit, so we're going to put a little more yellow in there. And if anything looks like it got away from you, just apparently we can just go back in, pull it back out. Cool. I dig it. Nice. Over that green a little bit. This one's behind this one, so it's okay if it's in shadow, right? We don't mind. Okay, there's our lemons. I think we should put in a background. Excuse me. What do you think? I tend to do that though. I tend to really, really want to put in a background, but I don't want to like go in and color. So let's spritz this and wipe it out, because I'm pretty sure I have stuff in here that we don't want in our watercolor. Where'd my tissue go? Wipe you right out. Perfect. Okay. Then we'll take this, the lemon. What kind of background should we do? How about, I really want to do purple. It's calling to me. Maybe, all right. I know you can put these down in a ceramic cup and put water in and create a wash. Look at that. How crazy is that? Let's scooch our crayons up. Put that there. There. Is that better? It's a little better. A little better. There we go. Scooch back. Don't get in the way. Alright, so we have that color in there. We can do a little purple in it. And this is violet. Let's see how that looks. See? Water's right down. Isn't that nice? Oh, gorgeous. Alright, let's go in with the watercolor brush and just plain water. Let me get some clean water. And wet around our design like so. Gently. It's alright if those colors bleed out. We just don't want our background color to bleed in. So we're trying not to touch edges. Too much. It's a good way to figure out if it acts like a resist though, right? Get right up to the edge of something. Let's see, ooh, it pushes out nice. Look at that. Oh, fun times. We can tilt and tap. Ooh, I like it. Let's get some more. Do a little pale blue background. Blue purpley situation. Right up on the edge of those greens. Right up on them. Look at that. Interesting. They're not bleeding. That's awesome. I like that. That's pretty. Let's do that. Wet under this guy. Let it fade out. And we'll drop this in around the edge. Boom, 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 boom. I like it. Boom, 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 boom. How's that looking? I love it. Oh, that's so nice. Alright, I'm going to put the light blue up here. I don't want it to be dark because I'm liking this light up here. So I don't want to make it super dark, and I don't want to pull this dark blue up here. But we're going to tint that paper like so in those areas. And it makes it pop. Look at that. Fun. So fun. I'm having a blast. And I put my colors back away, so I don't remember which one I used. We'll grab ultramarine. It's fine. Ultramarine. Put that there. And that violet, right? I remember that. And scribble in some violet. Scribble, scribble. Scribble. See? Just scribbled. And then la la la, la la la. Ah, so satisfying. Boop, boop, boop. Look at that. This one's more purpley, but that's okay, right? Do we mind that it's purpley? I don't think so. I don't think we mind. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe I do. We'll put a little more ultramarine in there. I need to I got too much water right there. Made that green bleed out. That green blue. That's alright though. This is just for fun, to see what the colors do, see what the crayons do, so that in future pieces we can adjust, right? Just adjust. It'll be fine. A little bit of purple swooshed up. Swoosh, swoosh. A little tilt. Oops. Pick up some of these globules. We got a bloom. That's okay. We can just brush it out while it's still damp. Blend. Blend it out a little bit. It'll be fine. And there's our lemon piece, you guys. How exciting. I've never painted lemons before, so this was fun. And if you want to clean up edges, don't be shy. Just go in and do it. Remember that lemon is bumpily. They have a pretty bumpy texture, so it's okay to make it look bumpy on the edges and a little misshapen here and there. How's that? Yeah. This was fun. This was a lot of fun. What do you guys think? Alright, I'm going to zoom out a squish so you can see. Oops, got that wet. So you can see all the colors we used. There we go. I'll do a little close-up of... I didn't blend that blue, remember, because I didn't care for how it looked down here. It was too vibrant once wet. So that's something to play with, right? To go ahead and pull out a piece of scrap paper and layer some colors and see how they play together. But overall, I dig the lemon. I think he turned out neat. He, she. It's a lemon. It's a lemon! I would like a little more bit of shadow right here, so I'll do that. Just saw it. I just saw it. It popped at me. That's a little better. There. Good. Good, good, good. That green, it just pops, doesn't it? Just a little, we'll let it pop a little bit here and there. It's not terrible. It was just surprising. It wasn't what I was going for at all. But that's alright. It doesn't have to be exactly what you're going for, right? There. Alright, I'm going to stop playing. I have another piece that I want to do. So, let me know what you think in the comments below, how you feel about this situation, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!